Hi, my name is Philip Anderson from Cross Culture Therapy. Welcome to our weekly video e-newsletter. The topic of today's newsletter is depression, and more specifically having suicidal thoughts and what you should do if you have suicidal thoughts. Well, suicidal thoughts can be caused by very many things: severe mental illness, chemical imbalances in the brain, and depression. And today's video newsletter will focus on the depression aspect of having suicidal thoughts. And if you suspect that you have depression, please go to our website. There will be a link provided in the comment section below. There is a CPRS depression test there that you can take to see if you have depression and how much to what severity you have depression and what to do about it if you do. So before I get into the nitty and gritty of what I want to say, there are over 300 million people in the world suffering from depression according to the World Health Organization. That is 300 million people in the world every year. So if you suspect that you suffer from depression, please don't feel alone. There are a lot of people who feel just like you, who feel bad about themselves, who feel bad about the world. It is perfectly normal, and there are a lot of people seeking help for it. If you want to seek help for it, by talking to me, by having sessions with me. I offer life coaching sessions. I'm currently studying to become a psychodynamic therapist. I cannot offer official therapy sessions, but I can offer life coaching sessions, and you can access those through my website and book a session with me there. And there's a load of people who are not seeking help, who seek help with family members, with friends, who watch motivational videos, who read about it. I suggest just keeping informed about the condition you are in and finding some kind of way of staying positive and informing yourself, quite frankly. Yes, so getting on to the nitty and gritty of what I want to say. Well, when people are depressed, they tend to be locked into a state of constant negative self-reflection, which becomes a vicious cycle. So they think negative about themselves, and then they think negative about the world, and then they basically think that the world is reflecting what they are, and then it bounces back and forth. So people can think that they can be stuck in a horrible job, and they can think, well, I hate my job, and then they perform worse at their job, and then they hate their job even more. And this might be despite the fact that the actual job description is something that suits them. Or it could be the same for people who they can think that everybody treats them badly, that society as a whole treats them badly, that people in their vicinity, their friends, families, strangers treat them badly, and then they will basically show that attitude to the people as well, and then they get it back. This is very simplistic, but I just want to show you how being in a state of depression can get you thinking in a way which is very unnatural. There might have been different causes for that depression, and depression is very complex. But when you get into a prolonged state of depression, you usually tend to think in this type of way about every aspect of your life. So, one solution, one quick question you can ask yourself, and I know that this is a very simplistic question, and I'm not offering it up as a solution to everything. It is just something that I think you need to ask yourself when it's at its worst, when you're basically at the edge, suffering from suicidal thoughts. You need to ask yourself if you hate life or you hate your life. So, do I hate life or do I hate my life? And these are two different things completely. So essentially, when you're in this state of negative self-reflection, you're thinking about the bad things going on in the world and the bad things going on in your life and how they reflect on each other. And this becomes a sort of symbiotic relationship. And what you're asking yourself when you're asking yourself, do I hate life or do I hate my life, is that you're causing a rift between these two. You're breaking them up, you're separating them, and you're seeing it for what it is. So if you're asking yourself, well, do I actually hate my life? Let's see. Do I hate my job? Do I hate the people around me? Do I hate where I live? Do I hate my daily routine? Do I hate anything else about what's going on in my life which pertains to me specifically? But and if you're asking yourself, well, do I hate the sight of a mother holding her child? Do I hate the thought of a dog walking across the street? Do I hate it could be anything basically. Do I hate the sight of a cat? Do I hate good weather? Do I hate snow? Do I hate people in general? This is basically two completely different things. You can see the difference here, I think. And if your answer, most people who are suffering from depression, they usually, all of it ends up being on the side of my life. So yeah, well, I hate my job, I hate my work, I hate my family, I hate my friends, and things like this. And but they mistake this for life being bad in general, basically. The whole thought of human existence being a plague or being something that is very negative. And this question will basically make you realize the difference between the two. So yeah, well, basically I hope that has helped. Please ask yourself that if you are in a state where you are contemplating suicide because you've been depressed for a long time. I think that this will help you see the difference between two very different things which you are meddling up and thinking are one and the same. I think that you will see that life is beautiful if you ask this question to yourself enough. And well, obviously I'm not saying that this is something that will take you from being down here to being up here, but if you ask yourself this enough and you do so in many different ways, like I just showed you, by not just saying, do I hate my life or do I hate life? Say, asking yourself questions that pertain to each of them. So my life would be every different aspect of your life, and life in general would be aspects of life in general. And when you realize that most of your yes answers will be in the part of it being my life in general, then you will see that there's something that you can do about it. Well, you know, if you hate your job, you can change your job. If you hate your family, you can it sounds really bad to say, but you can solve that issue as well. If you hate your friends, you can get new friends. So here you see that there's something that you can do about it. If your answers, and I certainly hope this is not the case, if your answer is yes for life in general, yeah, I hate seeing a bird fly in the sky, well, I hate seeing a mother hold her child, and I hate hearing laughter, and I hate seeing people hug each other, I hate seeing the ocean, I hate seeing wildlife. Well, this is a much harder question to solve, obviously, and this is things that you can't really do anything about. So hopefully there you'll be, hopefully you will not be in that category. And usually about, I can't throw any percentages up about the whole thing, but most of the people fall into the category of it's my life that is the issue and not life in general. And when you realize that, the next step is to take action to improve your life. So that's it for the first session. Basically, cross-culture therapy is a online Skype, not specifically through Skype, but video live coaching service. If you're interested, please go to our website. The link is in the description below. These videos will come out 4 times a week from now on. So please like, subscribe, and share with everybody you know.